Okay, okay. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Okay, let me get this up and running. Wow, Goldie, man, what a trade. I'll go through the trade that I took in the NY session. But if you guys didn't take that trade, you've got to be able to take that trade. So basically, people in the YouTube hours moving in at 2 o'clock. So I said to them, if the hourly closes below, you've got to take that trade. Retest entry, you could have probably done, but if not, then you can just get the flip. So it was this candle here. Flip the candle, stop loss below, above the previous 15, which is only 18 pips. That's how you could have taken it. That was bliss. And even when this next 15-minute close, the retest as well, which is what your entry was good because the 5-minute time frame broke below, retested, and then continued. Yeah, so many levels there. Easy. So I actually took my sell here, and I just had my TP to there. So I was pretty happy with that. So I made quite a nice trade there. So it actually was quite good because I was just away that I couldn't even manage. I was just like, I'm just getting in this trade. 17 pip stop, 50 pip gain. So that was rather nice. It's put me up on like 5.6% already for that fucking thing. So that was pretty good. Let me just move this here. So yeah, and then obviously we continued even further, which is mad. But I had my TP set there, 1786. I think it was 1 or 2. So that's okay. So let's get rid of all this, right? Big day yesterday, huge volume, which is nice. Looking like Asian sessions maybe being a little bit slower, but that makes sense after a big push like that. So let me just put this on here. So how did this daily close? Yeah, the daily close bearish below. Interesting. Obviously the weekly time frame as well, looking like it's made a lower wick back to the previous resistance. So it could react at this level, right? 1770, because what we know is price when it breaks out of zones like that, this zone, price likes to come and retest the zone it's just broken out of, which is here. It's then retracing and continue bullish. Okay, good morning Vietnam, good morning. Finally a bottom wick on a monthly, yes. Oh yeah, actually made it, eh? Yeah. Mad. So let me just write this on over here. We've got the daily time frame. Daily's obviously making a top wick. It's already retested back to the previous resistance, 1778, which could be good for more potential sells later on because we've already came and retested the resistance and not broken above it. 4-hour time frame right here. That is pretty much at the open. It's been open for like 40 minutes or so. But yeah, there's been no real direction yet. Obviously, the last 4-hour closed bearish, so there is some clear resistance already been formed at this new kind of level here. Take a look at the hourly, the 30-minute. Start to see some zones. So in terms of my areas, obviously 1778 is the current resistance, right? Obviously, the Asian high could also be another resistance. Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. That's 40 pips. So this is the zone it's playing with. In terms of below 1766 is a good support. GG could have some nice buys above 167, 273. 273. Yeah, it's got a lot of hourly resistances to get past. But yeah, 273 looks okay. That is true. If anyone played with GJ yesterday, you'll know how fucking retarded that shit was. My god, the charts yesterday at GG was awful. So yeah, I'm happily waiting. And I look at today, yeah, maybe a bit better price action at the end of this Asian session, but for the most part, GJ's been acting a bit sus recently. So I'm gonna just see until we get some clean zones, and which is above, right? Clean zones. But nice strong closures, no fucking around with bullish bearish, candlesticks. Maybe a double bottom formation goal to go back up. A double bottom. Do you mean on the lower time frame or on like the hourly if it comes back down here and continues? Yeah, that was a nice W there actually. Price came all the way back down it and then continued. Very nice. On the hourly, okay, let's take a look. So on the hourly time frame on Goldie, yeah. I think it's a big support at 1767. Also where the retest is, so I do think that this is probably going to be the low. In terms of that level though, I mean if we do break it, continue down to 1763 would be a nice target for me. That would be a really, really good target. And that zone itself is actually still like 30 pips or so. Yeah, 28 pips, that's good. Lots of untested areas up, yeah. So let me just write this on here. Cells below 1766.7. Yeah, I think cells would be nice there because we'd be breaking current support, and the zone below is very, very clean to 1763. Obviously, later on, we do have an OB that we could get to later on, which would be nice. So next target realistically would be probably above that OB. Don't want to get involved in there. That's another 90 pips in that zone. So that would be rather nice too. Yeah. That's my target for potential cells. Yeah, 100%. 100%. In terms of the buys, obviously we found our kind of direction yesterday. We pushed pretty hard. So I think in terms of where I'd want to take buys, probably be back above 1786. Maybe. Obviously this zone's huge though, you know, it's 90 pips. You have to see how the candles form, but realistically we are very, very bearish now. And we've got the closure below on the daily back in the zone. I suppose it is 4-hour res right there, so if you do get a celery, maybe above 1778. I'd say riskiest sells up there. But I still think it could be good for the price, sorry. Because of the zone, right? The zone's clean. Hello, hello. Morning, Tyler. Brian Nunny. Hey, Max, can you check out Screen Trade or a valid trade? Sure thing. Yeah, Tyler, did you take the gold sales yesterday after I finished?
Yeah, I was in.
Nice.
Where'd I get in at? 1793.
Yeah. Did you get in on the retest?
Yeah, a little tiny wick.
Wow, nice. Well done, well done. Yeah. It's just easy work. Did you hold yours? I held mine, mate. I held that bitch.
No, I closed full at 1786, and then 2 hours later, I looked at it and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I closed at 86. Shit, lord, straight past that to 76. My God.
I know.
Is the gold OB at 1762.4? 1762.4? I don't think so, no. Well, the ice is down here, but you could be seeing a different one. Send me a chart so I can take a look. Yeah, send me a chart. I don't know if you can see it. So yeah, potential buys above. Obviously, I don't really want to be looking too much about the buys because of obviously the direction already. But I mean, it's still reasonable in terms of looking for both buys and sells because the weekly is just making the retest at this level. So to see how it plays there. Gold sell or buy. Literally just discussed it. Where I want to take sells. Sells below 1766 would be good. Okay, let's get up into this GG, okay? So we had a bullish engulfing. The retest was already happened on the daily. The daily looks good to continue, really. To maybe 168 today, yeah. 168. Try this coffee. So the 4-hour time frame has made the lower wick, pretty much retested as well, which is nice. So that's some good structure in through Asian session there. That was nice. The hourly time frame has made support, very, very strong candles. Can you see the difference now? You know, nice, strong support forming candles. Take a look at the 30-minute time frame, and you can see our resistance issues. Right, we need to get realistically above all this crap. And I'm happily going to wait for that because we've seen yesterday GJ was a pain in the ass in the zone. So I think 167.315 is a good level to continue. And 167.840. Another thing, guys, that I want to talk about was yesterday. The losing trade that we took yesterday, right around these areas, we took a loss. And I think some people may have looked to try and take some more trades after that back above to try it again. But I always say, if your trade entry in this one was decent enough, which it was, 50-minute time frame, close bullish, support forming, above the zone again, break the previous high, start with high volume at 8 o'clock. If that didn't work, which it clearly didn't here, then there's clearly some issues there. It's not about your entry that's the issue, it's just the way that price is moving in them areas. So that's your warning sign to not take another trade. The issue is that if you keep on taking the trades after, because if you kept on taking the trades here, you'd have got slapped like fucking 4 times. So that's a really, really good thing. As long as you turn down your zoom board a little bit, you kind of overpower the volume. Start that. Yeah, but yeah, you need to make sure that, was your entry a bad entry, or you maybe just got it a bit, early or impulsed, or was it a very, very good entry and you should actually leave the re-entries alone because your trade was fine, it just didn't work out because of price. You see here, price is fucking awful through GG yesterday. It was nasty. Even when it came up, saw Don trying to take a trade here, and yeah, it was pretty painful. Okay, so yeah, how far are we? Yeah, it's only 15 pips until we get to that level. Obviously, that's the 30 minutes. Let's take a look at the 15. Please say they match up, so I have to move them higher. Yes, beautiful. Okay. So very, very plain and simple. Why we don't buy with there? Well, that's because it's above resistance. So it's in the next zone, and the zone above is clean. How do we know this? Because we go to the left-hand side and we look at what happened. What did price do before when we came into the area? And you can see we pushed up very quickly. Pushed down, sorry, very quickly. So realistically, we've got a beautiful range to fill here, which is like 56 pips, and that's the zone that I want to be targeting today. Oh yeah, that is what I want to be targeting. Pitching on your zoom volume. Yeah, I'll have to sort that out. A different thing. I think I can do it somewhere. Let's see if I can. I'll do it next time. But yeah, yesterday, really good work with the group after the NY. I said, because I had to go. I had to go at like 1:45. I was like, guys, if this closes below, please take this fucking trade. It's good that people got into that. Beautiful. Very simple. Clean candle. 1786. Beautiful. So let's take a look and see if there's any 5-minute trend lines, because the price action is actually not too bad today. Let's see if we have one. Oh, we just closed below one now. Very, very nice. I would just stop speed there. 17 stops, 15 minutes. This is like a 15 celery, 30 minutes breaking the low the previous. The hourly's coming down, 4 hours coming down. Interesting. Yeah, very nice. Afternoon chat. Afternoon. Where the fuck are you? Where do you live? It's the morning, boy.
Nah, it's like 11 at night over here, brother.
Oh yeah, it is. So yeah, I think to be fair, the zone below actually isn't too bad, so that was pretty decent. Must be Vietnam. Let's take a look at EJ as well, and also the news. So the news today, some AUD bond stuff. We have German factory orders, construction PMI. Yeah, so factory orders at 7 o'clock. So EJ right now might be a little bit interesting. Also, there's the meeting today. Yeah, so EU might not be the best, but you said that. But yesterday EU was pretty good. I thought. It was pretty good actually. Yeah, we moved up very nicely up here. Nice support formings, retest. Look at that candle there at 12 o'clock. That's fucking nice. It was very, very good. How was Asian session with Wix? Did Wix take a nice trade? Is there anything on? Looked a little bit slow. Yeah, just write this on. Took a W. Nice. Wix is doing great. The Asian session is nice, eh? Good thing is with the strategy like Wix and Don use that, especially through Asian, you don't need the push. It just takes its time. It stops a fucking miles away, so it's fine. Like, it'll eventually get there. So you just gotta sit back and chill, which is pretty good. Okay, yeah, same with EJ. EJ's also got a resistance. The resistance is a bit stronger because of the fact that it's at 144 as well, so it's at a big psychological level. Yeah. Rise above 143,949. He's got a 10 pip stop loss today, so once he ever had a stream. Wow. Shout out Wixie. I love Wixie. So yeah, and obviously, wow, this zone above is pretty clean, eh? Too bad, like 70 pips, so that's pretty nice too. Obviously, there's news coming out in 7 minutes or so, so yeah. Our gold retest, no thank you. Yeah. Thinking of maybe getting in there if it came back up to 1769.1. No top wick, unfortunately. Okay, it's one of there. Yeah, me too, man. A little bit of a shame, but not too bad. So let's just see if you got in there. Stop loss was 17. Up 10 now. Hopefully this can continue further to 1560 pips, 1767. And move back down that support. Very nice. Also the 30-minute break of the lows. There's quite a lot of confidence there. Shame it didn't give us the reflip. Did you catch gold sells in NY? Yes. 50 pips or so. 50 pips close full. So 17 pips stop, 50 pip gain. So like a 3%. Is it 17 times 3.4? Yeah, it's like a 3% gain. But then obviously times that by my 1.4. So it's pretty good. It's like a 4.5% gain. Where did you enter? I got in here. I actually got in whilst I was getting shown around my flat because I wasn't fucking missing this bloody trade. 30-minute made a top wick, so this is here. So the 2 o'clock candle closed here. Sorry, the 1 o'clock candle closed. The hourly closed. Clean candles to the left. This next candle made a top wick, which is this one. This one here made a top wick. Reflipped, broke the low. So I think I got in right around 200. I actually haven't really checked in terms of the actual entry because I just clicked sell because I saw it flipping. Stop loss above here for around about 19, 18 pips. The previous candle high. And like this. And obviously because I wasn't on my things, I didn't go break even here. How far did it come actually before you mean? Yeah, didn't go break even because obviously I couldn't look at my phone. But that was great, really. My TP was set 1786.8, right around them areas. So yeah, that's pretty much sorted out my month already for one trade. So that's why I always say, you know, just chill out with your trades. You know, as long as if you find a good trade that comes along and you can hold it, then look here, right? So I've taken a couple more trades as well off this, but realistically, right, I was down here minus 0.9 and now up like 4%. So it's just a thing of picking your battles, right? The only thing that I really wanted to do here was manage risk a little bit more, but we saw yesterday I couldn't really manage risk. Nothing closed in my direction apart from the big fucking nut to my stop. And the same with the other one. So it's a bit unfortunate that I can't manage at the moment, but it's okay. I used to like manage quite a lot on the 5 minutes, which is what I might do because the it's pretty obvious when you're having a losing trade, really. Let's take a look then and see what trade I think Wixie would have done. I like going through people's strats and seeing what he would have liked to have taken. Is it on the 15 or the 10? Sorry, 15 or the 30. Maybe this. I don't know what time actually you would have started streaming actually. Oh, I didn't actually. Did you take it on gold? How Max? After what I'll close you. Do you think? Okay, how's it, Max? After 1 hour close, we gold break below 70 with gold breaking below 1765.9. Do you think an impulse sell would work accounting for pre-London volume? I don't think so. I think a closure would be easy. I think unless you've got higher time frames confirmation with you, which you kind of do actually. breaking the daily lows, breaking the 4-hour lows, but it's not really at the same time. But I only say this, and this is very, very true. The only trades that I'll take impulsing a zone here is that if I take a sell, let's say there, on the break of them lows there, it'll be with confidence that it's breaking the previous 4-hour lows, daily lows, and probably hourly lows all at the same time. The reason why is because when we went and back tested it, we normally got a nice push after that, and I didn't have to worry about that. And sometimes I'd wait for the closure and it ought to be fucking down there. So actually in the past couple of weeks, I've actually taken like 2 or 3 of them. So yeah, I only do really impulsive of gold like lows or highs if the higher time frames are breaking at the same time as well. Like if they all break at the same time, or right around the break at the same time, shit's nice, like really good. So I'll just wait for that. But yes, closure below here is gonna be nice. I think. Let me just get rid of that trend line now. Oh, fuck off. Zoomy. So yeah, GJ's coming back above to the highs. 16. I fucking hate GJ buys. But anyway, let's see. I think I'd want to wait for this hourly to close above all of this crap. Let's see if it can in the next minute or so. DC won last night, keen for the rest of the week. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame that I couldn't call that. But I don't know why I booked the viewing at 2 o'clock. I tried it for like 3:30. I think it's what they had available. I'm pretty sure I asked for 3:30 and they're like, nope, 2. That flat is gorgeous, by the way. Oh my god. Downstairs working area is sick. Totally vibing in there. They've got a hot water tap. God, it's cool. I've never seen a hot water tap before. And the garage there, like downstairs, nice car. Nice car. She's bougie. Can I see the spreadsheet? Yeah, okay, let's do this. Obviously, the total yearly is wrong because of the fact that my January, February, and March weren't included. So always take that into account. But it's still around about 70%, I'm pretty sure, in them months. So let me just do that. So yeah, now it's the time for waiting. So the hourly time frame closed bullish, strongly bullish, but not really above my areas. So yeah, we've got to be patient here. But I do think once we get above 326, we're gonna be nice. We're gonna be nice and dandy. They all watched the matches last night. I didn't really watch the Brazil one. EJ looks good. Yeah, there is news coming out right now, which is a little bit on the scary side. German factory orders. Let's take a look and see what they were. 0.8, good. Yeah, it's good for Euro as well. Yeah, EJ looks good. Yep, EJ looks very nice. Brazil was on fire. Oh god. Yeah, what was the score? Yeah, like 4-2. 14 pip stop on the previous 30 minute. Very nice. My only issue is those 5-minute time frames are doing that structure that we don't like, where there's only one fucking massive bearish one. So I'm gonna wait out of here, see if it makes a lower wick first, and then maybe break at the highs. Japan did a good game, experience prevailed. Guess those penalties were they shit penalties? Ah, that's a shame. Congrats for Brazil for winning the World Cup. Let me look at these highlights over here. I gotta see these highlights. Apparently Roy Keane was pissed off because Brazil kept on dancing and said it's a bit fucking nasty. Take the mick out. So let's see if this EJ maybe will continue over here. Obviously the zone where you target, you've got a 144 right next to you, which is only the little issue first as well. But in terms of obviously the news helping, the news is probably going to help because it was positive numbers, right? Positive numbers. So yeah. Yeah, so how big is this actual zone? It's huge, 70 pipperoonies, my days. Look at gold. Yeah, I'm looking at gold. Looks great. Are you taking trade on EJ? I might do in a bit. I'm just letting this little bit of news absorb in, and I don't really like how the candles are very, very small on the 5 minutes. So stronger ones would be preferred. But I still think the stops are good and stuff like that. So yeah. I still reckon France beat them. Really? I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. See what I mean? So look at that. We tapped 144. We're just watching these 5 minute candles because you can start to get some resistance first. But I do think that the buys are still good later on. Yeah. There's also quite a lot of 4-hour wicks there. So yeah, I'm not, I'm just going to let it play out a little bit over here. GJ at the resistance too. Touched Asian highs. Ah, what about England, man? We got Judy. We got Jude. A lower wick is needed in EJ. Yeah, exactly. Still very early on in the session as well. Let's take a look at the spreads on EJ this morning. Oh, they're better than GJ. Look at GJ spreads. Oh my god, you put me off GJ. Yeah, so EJ spreads are actually not bad. Just 1 pip. Oh, I quite like this. Pull up. Good thing is your EJ spread is actually not bad. So I'm look at this 5 minute closed above. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this trade over here, guys. Obviously, I'm gonna use 30-minute stops. But we've had a 5 minute closure, and I do think once it breaks that current high, it could be good. Now, in terms of stops, where would I want to take the stops? Yeah, 17 pips actually isn't too bad. That's not bad at all. So let it make its little bottom wick over here, and then I'll probably get the break at the high. I think that would be pretty good. Since you just write this on over here. Stop loss is 143. 8. 2. Oh. And obviously the zone is so bloody clean, so we hopefully get a nice little push from that too. I also like how the stops, the spreads are good too. So I'm gonna have a buy stop here on the break of the high. Like how the 5 minutes closed above. I like how this 30-minute, even the stop above the previous 30 is actually pretty good. So Yeah. Yeah, it's a super, suppose. The only thing actually that I'm looking at here is that the 30-minute in terms of the level hasn't really closed the strongest up, has it? Should we wait for one more 50-minute candle? I think we should maybe wait for one more 50. I just looked at the 30 close there. I'm like, it's not really the strongest closure. I think a closure probably above. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little higher. I think I kind of want it above 144, just to get past this area here. Because what I'm looking at to the left here is this. So let's actually adjust this. Even though the hourly is very strong, I think I'd probably want it a little bit higher up over here. Above there. Yeah, which is above 144. Yeah. Beautiful. Let me just write this on. 144. Beautiful. Let me just get this on. I don't think we really need to rush this EJ. We'll start to see it forming maybe a little bit later on, but I kind of want to get past this little resistance that we had there as well. Also the previous Asian highs, so let's just get past all that level. I think it's a little early, not enough volume to push. Yeah, exactly. We could maybe wait a little longer, eh? Impulse on GJ. Nope, I'm not touching GJ. Stops at 2 pips, and GJ's. There's no real area, right? It's coming back. You know, it's tapped Asian highs, rejected, but I just don't like the zone GJ's in or the price is giving me. The whole of yesterday was an absolute ball ache. So I'm not really too entertained with GJ today. Goldie do a retest there, yeah. M formation retest. Exactly. Well, the good thing is that when you see volume pushing, you can just easily just enter. Portugal today, CS7 going to show why he's the GOAT. Oh, really? I don't think so. I don't think so. I was such a Ronaldo fanboy, but now he's just not as good. If you know ball, you know he isn't the best. It's just obvious. It's so obvious he's not the best. I want GJ and EJ to create some support around the celery on the 15 to take some buys there. Around the celery? Around the celery that's making it. Oh, okay. Yeah, here. That's fair. 19 likes, guys. Make sure to like the stream if you're new here as well. A little bit of a slow start towards the month, but it's okay. As I said yesterday, unfortunately I couldn't actually put it as a signal, but everyone in the group pretty much took the gold sells because I fucking literally before I was like, guys, wait for the closure, wait for the hourly closure. So realistically, we're up about 3-4% here, which is good. Let me look at that Goldie come back in the zone. One of my mate's partners works in Salford Hospital. Rumor has it his baby passing was a planned termination. What? I don't think so. But what would he get to do that? What would be the incentive? I think it's that's a fucking dark thing if you did that, but I don't think you would. It's not like quite religious and shit. Jumping the boat at that, to be honest. He doesn't need spotlight on him for anything. I don't know. No child support. Lol. Apparently, he's talking to the Saudi teams. To be fair, I think he knows he's starting to get a bit old now, and he's struggling, and teams don't want him. So I'll just go get the bag, me. Saudi Arabia, 3 years, 200 million a year. He's got like 600 million extra. You can just chill. That's what I would do. The only issue is with the kids and shit. Like, imagine that, right? So you're there, you're Ronaldo, you got a lot of kids. Your kids have just moved into a bunch of English schools, like your kids just vibing. And now you have to go to a completely different culture. Like, oh, again? It's not good. It's not good on them. So then would you just have to... Yeah, you get 3.6 mil a week. I suppose you could just get a private jet every weekend, couldn't he? Oh, no, but he plays football at weekends. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's where it comes to be hard, Private school or homeschool. Yeah, but that's not good, man. Homeschool, I don't know one kid who was homeschooled and came out alright. They always fucking end up being socially inapt because they don't speak to anyone apart from their parents. And private school people are a bunch of tossers. So it's not really good for your growth. Saudi is great for families, lived there for years. Yeah, it's just the... No, I bet it's lovely, but it's just the moving your kids from like one school to another, and I suppose a lot of families do it. I suppose. EJ, getting some volume in over here. 3 minutes, 5 minutes pushing up. Money doesn't buy you happiness, but it sure as hell helps. I think you're wildly mistaken. I think, in terms of happiness right now, I think I am not. I don't think I'm as happy, or I don't think I'm as maybe a little bit more, but not as much as people think than I was at uni. I think what people fantasize that, oh, when I make 10 grand a month, I'm gonna be feeling amazing, I'm gonna be doing this, but more money, more problems, boy. The only thing that happened to me when I got more money is I turned lazier and fatter. So sometimes you're not meant to have money levels. And just remember, the whole part of money is to buy time, not buying time with money. Sorry, not. What was this thing? I read it last night. It was great. Like, don't work your whole life away. The whole part of making money is to have extra time. Look at EJ. Yeah, I'm looking at EJ. 50-minute close bearish. Freedom, not extra time. Yeah, Raja seemed happier before he was rich. Raja was always rich. Raja always had a good job. So he wasn't fucking broke in the mud huts, was he? So yeah, I mean, obviously, he has life now, but it's not mainly the material things. Especially Raja. Raja's a big advocate. He's only just bought a Ferrari. Like, he's not very materialistic at all, Raja. He never has been for fucking years. In terms of his life, yeah, he's got time now to move around and stuff, but it's all about time. And the one thing that I always find fascinating is people go, oh, but I'll have loads of time to do things. Who are you going to do that with? Your friends? Well, what if you didn't have any friends? So what is really more important? Having lots of money so you can have loads of time, or having friends? But if you don't have any friends, that time's fucking useless. Being by yourself's really, really lonely and boring. So you've got to always remember that it's always not as bright on the other side. It happens all the time. Do you not know that feeling when you're younger? That feeling when you're younger, when you're wanting this present. I remember I wanted this iPad so bad, man. The only thing I talked about for the last 6 months is wanting this iPad for Christmas. And obviously, the up to it is actually the best part. Like thinking, oh, I could get in, it'd be so sick. But when you actually get the iPad, it wears off, man. Humans are very interesting creatures. We just kind of get used to things. So no matter how much you think you'd get, oh, it'd be so sick. You know, when you jump in that Lambo, or when you know your Lambo's in the garage, it does get just the usual, right? Because it's just life. I think people forget that. So yeah, EJ and GJ, 12 minutes left for this EJ to close. $500 trend line on gold. Yeah, we already have. Oh, for a buy. Didn't actually check the buy one out. We didn't have a 5-minute trend line in ages, actually. There's a 5-minute trend line here. It's a little bit higher up. This one's too steep. True facts, philosopher Max. Well, it's because I've experienced it at such a low age. I'm like, oh my god, all my friends are working to try and get the money that I've probably accumulated in the past 3 years, 2-3 years, and they're gonna be regretting it at the end. If they don't fucking keep their friends together, or they don't keep their, you know, their family together, or they don't keep you know, a special bond with people. It's fucking useless. Having money with no friends is like the most fucking pointless thing ever. Can't go anywhere because they can't afford it. So what's the fucking point? 10 pips on GJ, very, very nice. Yeah, looking like they're continuing up, eh? That was a nice reflip as well. Previous 15, good stuff. Looking like we're coming to the highs. Bro, how old are you? 22. So yeah. Yeah, Raja is in peak mode now, so chill, don't miss it trading. 100%. But Raja's always been like that, man. Raja's a very chill guy. He's never really materialistic. He's just chilling. Money but no friends is blue balls. Yes. I had that last year quite significantly. I was like, oh guys, come on, let's go somewhere, let's go to Dubai and shit. Oh, I can't afford it. Oh, right, that's shit. But then you go, well, yeah, they shouldn't really afford it. They're fucking 22. So it's just a perspective, and I'm glad I've learned that at a very young age, that it's really just, you know, being with your mates and stuff. You need to also remember, when you have more money, the people that are around are more egotistical and they're just a bit cuntier. You need to remember that I've been in an environment since a very young age, surrounded by very wealthy people. Like in terms of my dad's things, you know, my dad goes to all the Ferrari events and Lambo events. But my dad's the fucking nerd in the corner with the mechanic just talking about cars. But there is people there that, you know, try and flex. Oh, I've got the Enzo coming. But you know what I mean? They've got all their cars and they all talk about is flexing. But it's just a boring life. You know, it's just a egotistical kind of. It's a nasty place. Raja's prime example of you can't have money, but it's classless. Life is not about friends, brother. Spend time with your family. I don't know, friends and family. Best is being stealth rich. Yeah, stealth rich is the best. That's what all my dad's friends are. Stealth rich. They'll never wear no Louis Vuitton or fucking none of this crap, but they'll have a fucking LaFerrari key in their pocket. It's cool. But for most of them, they're just car fanatics. They just like cars, you know. Then they're not talking about how much it costs. They're just like, oh, I like the engine in this, and they'll happily take out a full engine and talk about it for fucking 3 hours. But yeah, I mean, the main thing that when I made quite a lot of money was just putting on weight, because I just didn't have to cook anymore. Wow, that's amazing. You know, it just makes you lazy. So you've got to sometimes it resets you a little bit. I'm sitting up for a gaff, and then I can focus on a better car. Beautiful. Yes. I think the thing to do now is, yeah, I mean, next couple months or so, try. I mean, it's hard because, and the issue is this is why the rich get richer, right? Because now housing prices are going down, but interest rates obviously because the interest rates are going up and mortgages are more, so it means that people with a lot of cash with them can buy these cheap houses with no mortgages because they can just buy them outright. Whereas, you know, people who don't have that much money can't do that, and the mortgages are too high, so it's a hard one. How much money have you made from trading, Max? Ooh. I think I could probably work it out, because I could probably look back on the funded talent, my payments from it. But I say if I had to have a ballpark, I'd say around about 250. 250. My trading account right now is like 175, so it's decent. Sitting here in YouTube is a bit different than Zoom. Okay, so let's think about things, right? So Goldie's blasting up, GJ's blasting up, which is good. Hopefully EJ can continue and follow. Let's take a look at the news before I jump into an EJ trade. Yeah, we're okay. Obviously we have the meeting all day, but that's okay. Yeah, GJ blasting up. So I'm gonna probably focus here on EJ. 6 minutes left of this candle. Obviously the zone above is pretty clean, so that's good. What strategy do you use to pass funded? Raja. It's all Raja. Same as you're using now? Yeah. Just look at my percentages in the past couple of months. You know, I've had bad months as well, man. These have been pretty shocking months in terms of normally. I mean, that one was pretty good, but, you know, every single month I'm pretty much hitting 8-9%. So that's passing a funded pretty much on MFF. This one is 2. This one obviously is a lot more, 17. You also remember back in the day I actually liked charts a little bit more, which is why I'm trying to adapt right now. For example, the gap between London and NY is normally dead, and at 11:30 is always a resistance forming or support forming. Now there's barely that at all, to be honest with you. So there's just things we have to adapt. That's why we have to bring in the other concepts, but for the most part still hitting on average probably 10% a month. Only thing I'm struggling with at the moment is managing to make 8% because I'm risking 0.5 or 1% per trade. Well then, you know, put up your lot rate, put up your percentage win, and just focus. And this is actually quite an interesting thing, right? Instead of having a small percentage on your trades, why don't you just do less trades, so do the ones that you're really confident with, but with a higher percentage? Just do that. Ones that you feel a bit like, oh, maybe I should try them, then just put the lot size down. You could be a little bit fluid with that. So far I'm 8% up for December. I'm risking 1.5% per trade. Beautiful, well done. Beating me. Yeah, I'm only on about 4, I think, right here. My spread was 3 pips, not even close to be able to take a trade on GJ. Yeah. Come on, EJ, get a little bit higher, boy. I can't imagine buying a liability like a superdog. It doesn't make sense to me, but buy more houses, easy. Yeah, I've gone through this I go through this in my head on a daily basis about buying a car. That's nice. But I can't get myself to do it. I'm too money savvy. But what I should really say to myself is if I just stop eating takeaways or stop, you know, eating out as much, I could probably buy like an Aston. Which would be pretty damn cool. I always said when I was younger I wanted a Lambo by 20. I'm a bit off there, but I could buy an Aston Martin at 22. That'll do. You're trading EJ over GJ now, or just like it better today? I like it, in terms of today, I think they're both good, but GJ spreads are fucking shocking. They're like 2 pips, so I'm not trading that. EJ's a 1, so that's why I'm using buy one and sell it for 6 months later, so you got the experience. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'd probably get Advantage. I like the old Advantages. Nice V10. V10 or V8? V8 Advantage, that's it. The good thing about them is the older ones that I would want to get, you know, because I'll never waste my money on a fucking new car unless I've got fucking a couple M's in the bank. But they all look really good. So I've seen if there's maybe an M formation happening here, break of the 5-minute lows happening. Obviously, we're not really back to that low yet, but the good thing with Goldie is you just gotta wait for that, right? Yesterday, all we did yesterday was wait for gold. Okay. I actually thought support was going to form to continue bullish, but when we started passing below our support level here, 1793, that's where the trade was. But you can see the whole day, right? Started streaming like 6:30, not one trade on gold until 2 o'clock, 1:30, them areas, and then we took them. So it's all about waiting. Same thing here today, you know. If you get a pulley above 1778, you're going to get a nice drive back up to retest. Below 1766, you can get some nice sells because you've got clean zones to the left, and then you just sit and wait. And then Ted said something really good in his story yesterday. What was it? Let's take a look. Whoa, look at that guy's beard, bro. Let's take a look at what Teddy said yesterday. Yeah, look, don't tell me you can't get a profitable trade by waiting for all time frames to match. Very simple and effective, but the problem is you aren't happy with 1% or one trade. You're greedy and you think you're entitled to more. It's true though, right? Such an easy trade. Just wait until the candles are bearish, clean zone below, take your sells, stop loss above, ride that bitch down. Hold your stops if you want. This is more of a holding stop thing. Because if you just go break even, the next top wick's going to wick you out. But beautiful, beautiful work. You could have easily made 4 or 5% on that trade. And that could be, you know, your one trade for the week. Move on to the next one. You need to remember, if you're aiming for like 10-15% in the month, I think even for me, I tell myself, you know, maybe I'm just taking too many trades recently, just the ones that aren't maybe secure. It's mainly because obviously if you're doing a stream and stuff, you know, you want to show some value and some cool charts, but realistically you can just wait until one trade you like. If it doesn't come in the next 3 days, that's fine, because when it comes you'll get 2%, 3%. So, or you do like me, 5 to 10 trades. How much of that gold trade did you catch? I don't trade after 10 AM Eastern, so it was not in my trade. I got 52 pips or so. Yeah, 52 pips, something like that. It's like a 4% gain. Is this EJ closed? So 30 minutes closed. Interesting. 5-minute time frames is struggling. Right that on that level might be. My only issue is if you get enough volume to push through it. I miss it. So GJ here, 30-minute time frame closed bullish, very, very nice. 30. Retest entry would be reasonable. Andrea, you looking at that? 19 pip stops. Zone's 58, so not bad. I wish that EJ closed a little bit higher. GJ moving better, yeah. The only thing that I see now on GJ is retesting these 4-hour levels. Quite close to it. It's like an M break and retest. For 1 minute, I'm just going to quickly go to the toilet. But yeah, we'll have another discussion. 2 minutes, guys. Oh my god, this room is so bloody cold. I can't wait to move to the new flat, man. Oh! Yeah, I'll show people in. The downstairs is so bougie. I'm gonna definitely do some NY sessions down there. I'm gonna also film some YouTube videos and stuff. I'm gonna get back onto that. The reason why I haven't really filmed any YouTube videos or stuff is I'm just sick of this shithole of a gaff. I really want a nice working environment, so I've got that now, which is good. Yeah, look. So this car park, oh my god, it's sick, man. Even the car park I'm near now, bro. It's got an electric gate. Like the other gate I have to get to this fucking gaff, I have to get out of the car pretty much every time. This is just, it knows me and it just opens. Yeah, so this is just at the front. You come down here, you can get your coffee. There's coffee over there, biscuits and stuff, and just do your work there, which is pretty cool. So that's where I could do like my editing and stuff like that. And there's the hot tap. How fucking dope is that? And it wasn't even that much more as well. I'm just so surprised we didn't move earlier, to be honest. Wow, EJ, yeah. Hello, Michael?
Yeah, it looks very nice.
Yeah, it's cool, eh?
Yeah.
And you can book some rooms. We should do some Stop Loss Matters meetings. Oh my god, that'd be sick. Trading floors. That's such a shout. I might try that. So Owlie's still rejecting on EJ, but it makes sense, right? It's still at 144. That's why I kind of want a nice strong closure. It might get it at 8 o'clock. We'll see. We'll see. I took one trade since the month start and made 2.3%. No secret. Just wait and follow your plan. 100% Lamar. Really good work. And the actual good thing about trading, especially trading like our way and stuff, is that as long as you're not over trading and over risking, the actual cost of learning to trade is very, 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 very cheap. It's very, very cheap because you're not spunking accounts like what I did when I was younger. If you're just trading the way we trade and just look for closures above and below, look for zone breaks, look for maybe a W and M formation or a 5-minute trend line, you don't lose any money. Like, even when I have a bad time, like, look, let's take a look here. Like, at the start there, we took like 4 L's in a row. Obviously, they were managed very, very nicely. But, you know, you're not losing a massive portion of your account because you're managing risk, you're not over trading. So even if you're in that learning stage, especially like with the group, when people come in with a group here, I go to them, you guys are blessed, because if you weren't like on a stream or in a group of people like who are like-minded and you're by yourself, that is where you spunk all your money. You just spend all of it by over trading, over risking, and it can be a pain in the ass. 100%. It could be a bit of a pain in the ass. So GJ coming down. How much would stocks be in previous? 28 pips, yeah, that's quite a lot. Morning, Mazin. Morning. Make sure you like the stream, guys, if you've been liking the little knowledge today. Always like to do that every so often. I should do more of it because it's fun. Oh my god, I tell you what, a couple of days ago, I got like 4 wins, 1 break even this AM tough at the top first. Brian, what did you take, brother? Buys? GJ? Take a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, so I got until 555 to hit to that level. We're not too bad. We're not too bad. So I think probably the break is 1766 will probably happen towards NY. I think it's an NY breaking zone, to be honest with you. I think obviously we've got this 5-minute trend line on, which I still probably would take if we continue bullish, so that would be nice. Sells on gold. What trade? On the 5? I think the one trade that I probably would have liked on GJ was a 630 candle if it made the lower wick, which is what I was watching. 630 support forming, next candle come retest the previous zone just broken out, take the buy there, stop loss below. But we just continued. How much is the stops there? 19. That's not bad. That's not bad. So yeah, looking like EJ's rejecting. Interesting. Super may happen. It's a very strong candle too. Coming towards the 15 close in 6 minutes time. In terms of where you'd want to have buys on GJ, yeah, I think buys above 500 would be great now to continue further. Will you be going for GJ? Yeah, probably at 8 o'clock. Yeah, because obviously the hourly hasn't closed yet. 20 minutes left. We'll see how this next candle reacts at this level. It's just tapped into. Because current candle stop here would be 16 pips. So yeah, that'd be okay. That'd be okay. How are the spreads looking as well? See the spreads. Hopefully they're getting a little bit tighter because volume's coming in. Oh, made the tap. Interesting. It's made the tap. 19 minutes left. So yeah, maybe a celery play actually in this 15. We'll see. We'll see what it gives us. But I'm going to be ready to put a buy stop on here in the break of the high. Get back up to it to just tell you guys. No top with the previous candle. What? On what chart? You wouldn't consider taking a buy right at the support with the stop loss below? Yeah, I mean, it could do. The only issue is that the hourly hasn't really closed above my level, and it could easily just close below here and close into Asian soup, so like rejecting the Asian highs and then closing back below and filling the zone. That's my only issue. Also, like on the 5-minute, there is no real retest that's coming down to, so I think it would be a little bit of a scarier one. But it could be okay. I think the flip would be okay though. Don't think we have to rush into that. Oh shit. Yet anyway. Let me just go in here. So yeah, look, see this has made a top wick now. Probably coming down a little bit further here. A little bit further on. Oh, why can't I see the chat anymore? There we go. Buy stop on 167,500. Yep. Looks good. Looks good. And EJ is suit the Asian highs. Audi's back down to maybe potentially close bearish below. Wowza. Obviously, this 15 still, this 30 still got 17 minutes, so it's got some time to do its thing. Be careful with the buy stuff; you might get tagged in like yesterday. That normally never happens, so I think that's the first time I've been slipped on a buy stop in fucking donkeys. So it's okay. I'm not too bothered. I mean, you could just click the buy, right? But I do quite like my buy stops. Yeah, I'm thinking of this 5-minute trend line. Obviously, there's a lot of supports, a lot of resistances in the area, which is the only concern. But that's okay. Look at this, the 4 hours back below on GJ at the moment, so I've got to be a little bit patient here. Now, if this closes below and makes a top wick, then yeah, the sells could be interesting to fill the zone up and to fill this gap to 167. That would be the target for me. That'd be the target. But right now, obviously, I'm still probably going to wait until this 30 closes below, and then we'll take a look at the sells. And then we'll take a look. Minute salary play maybe on Goldie here. In terms of actual direction though, yeah, the 4 hour is right at the entry, rejected the lows again, so it is a big critical support there, 1767-66 area. That means it's even better because when it breaks it hard. Right, so 50 minutes closed. This looks alright for maybe Goldie to continue here. And obviously the 15 closing on GJ. Bearish, but I'm gonna wait for the next candle. With the 8 o'clock volume 2, yesterday was some big volume at 8 o'clock, so that'll be pretty nice. Patience saved from not taking that buy trade. Yeah, well, never really high. Look at that EJ, man. Really big rejection there. 144 was the level. What games are on today? Is there any World Cup games today? Is it just Ronaldo? Portugal versus something? Let's take a look. Portugal, Switzerland, Morocco, Spain. So who's still in now? France, England, Brazil, Croatia. Oh, I hope we're not against Croatia again, man. We seem to struggle with them fuckers. Bro, Morocco gonna pull the shock of the tournament. Watch Dog Horde. To be fair, I haven't actually seen Morocco play at all. I didn't watch any of the games. Ziyech is good, isn't he? 50 minutes made the flip, broke the low. See if it gives you that drive, a little bit of a level it could come to there. 167, 186. Kind of before the push, it's a little bit of like a 3-minute OB. Be a good little target. That's where we could react later on. Oh, it's freezing in this gaff. Yeah, and Wednesday's good for news too, so we're actually not bad for news at all, really, here. Which is good, which is good. Croatia goalkeeper was a hero during the penalty shootout. Shit. Really wanted Japan to win. Yeah, me too, man. Oh, like, wasn't the manager bowing after? That's cool. Are they the country that cleans everywhere? Like, after they leave, they clean the change rooms and stuff? That's such a nice etiquette. Is the weather just cold or your AC? My AC, well, we don't have AC here, but my heating doesn't work in this room. I think the thing's broken. Shock, something else broken in this fucking gaff. So yeah, it's just cold. It's freezing outside as well. Yeah, they clean everything. That's sick that they can do that. It's good stuff. The players made origami for the staff. Yeah, I saw that. It was sick origami as well. I used to do origami with my dad, actually. I used to enjoy that. So 10 minutes till London Open. This is where we're going to get some good volume coming. How's GJ doing? Yeah, it's sitting there. Hey man, GJ 30-minute trendline touch. Okay. You need to remember, you need to tell me about these trendline touches, because I haven't backtested GJ and haven't backed anything on the 30-minute. So you've got to really tell me a little bit more about your trade. Yeah, I think you sent me the wrong link, brother. They gotta train those penalties. No top wick on this 30-minute. If we retrace all the way up here, my god. We're looking like it is making the top wick. Has touched this little OB area, which is what's reacting off right now. If you want to learn more about OBs as well, go to that Damien to Capital on YouTube. He talks about it quite a lot. Yeah. Nice tap. How much would your stops have been there? 9 pips. Already up 7. If England beat France, it could come home. I think so. Thing is, though, our media and press just ruin it. They're talking about, oh, how are we going to withstand Mbappe? It's like, stop talking about that, man. Talk about how much we're going to fucking bum them with Bellingham in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, make them scared. Stop making us inferior. Like, we're a good team. Just fucking play. Every single time Mbappe gets the ball, fucking snap his legs. Have you seen those memes? You know, those memes about like the USA people are going like, let's play soccer. I was like, we are the US, we're gonna win. It's like, what a British are. Fucking snap his legs. There's so many memes on that on TikTok. It's hilarious. Aussies did well in the World Cup. Yeah, they did pretty good, eh? What's the hold up? Let's take a trade. Take a trade, take a trade, take a trade. If you wanted to get in the soup, yeah, the retest there is quite nice, but for me, it's not ready yet. I don't think. I think we could make some support here. You're shit, but your birds are fit. Here we go. How about the daily and monthly flip reject on gold for buymax? I think that the too high time like that, you don't see the real candles on how they're moving right now. That's the only issue. How's EJ doing? Would you have got a nice little go out of that? Let's take a look. So, what was the stop again? Yeah, like 9 pips. We got 12 out of it. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, bit slow session. Yeah, they're just at levels that are very close to breaking, but obviously it's still res, right? Fifteen's reflip. This is looking good for sales, to be honest with you. Keep on rejecting 300. How long we got left? Yeah, like 6 minutes or so. Here we go. Here's the drop. Looking good for soup of the day. So this 30-minute closes makes a top wick and reflips. That's gonna be amazing. Like the stream, squad. Yeah, guys, make sure you like the stream. We've had some nice conversations today. I'm just waiting for these to set up, really, but looking like we are going to be closing bearish on GJ, which is good. So 167 is a good little target. 166.860 would be good as well. Would really like it to break 30-minute lows. Yeah, looking like it might do this already. It's been doing that quite a lot recently, hasn't it? Been moving before 8 o'clock open. Oh, look at Goldie. Baby Tom Bailey, I love you. I just took 10 pips of gold, break of the high, buy. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Respected the resistance, reflip. Yeah, the reflip might have been quite nice, the 8 pips, but it's very close to the 8 o'clock open. We normally like to wait, so that's how I've been taught, until the 8 o'clock opens, you know, especially when there's like only 4 or 5 minutes left of it. Let's see. If this 15 closes, how's the 15 gonna look? Yeah, probably back up to 70, 74.8 would be nice. At least. It is just still very, very bearish. It's the only issue. Retest entry 167.220. Where would you put the stops? Could you maybe do 320? We could have entered sales previous 5-minute GJ. Yeah, you could have. 100%. If it's in your book, but for me, it's best to wait for 8 o'clock. But obviously, yeah, it's pushed a lot, right? It's just how it is. Sometimes, especially recently, this fucking whole month, candles just when they want to move, they want to move. Oh, 3-minute retest is happening now. Very, very close to the London Open. The only thing now is that the OB is very close. Fuck's sake, how many times has this happened in this past couple of weeks? GJ nutting before 8 o'clock. Like, how much is that? Last 5 minutes there? 20 pips. And then London just ranges. EJ flip 2, EJ's getting past that zone as well. The little OB area after you 12 pips though, which is alright. Our fucking close, Lord have mercy. Closed! I'm not in anymore! 30-minute will be closing below res as well. Nice. Goldie is just rejected pretty hard. Apart from NFP, the market is very slow this month. I wouldn't say it's slow. I think it's got too much momentum and not enough closures or confirmations before the push. Okay, so 50-minute opened here. Stop loss above the previous would be 23 pips. 5-minute did not close above on the trend line. Very nice. Yeah, this GJ is probably just gonna continue down. Fucking Lord have mercy.
Yeah, straight down.
Yeah. 5-minute candles. Look at that shit. Getting in early is the way to get in really on GJ recently. Bright and early. My only issue for the sells right now is this OB that it's literally just tapped. So I'll not be taking that push too far in this zone for me too much. At the moment, just gotta wait a little longer for things now. Things are kind of, yeah, in terms of my biases, obviously hourly's close bearish now, 4 hours bearish and EJ. So I might have to wait for an extra 15. We'll see. Looking like we're pushing up hard. Retesting the 3-minute would be okay, but it's just tapped that little OB nearly. It hasn't actually tapped it yet. We're pretty close. I've noticed volume shifted from London to NY. It's funny how it changes, chop and changes, eh? This Goldie looking like it's going to come back up. I may just wait for this 5-minute trend line, I'm not going to lie. How did the hourly close? Below support and resistance. That's a bit of a bummer. That's a bit of a bummer. So it'd be 20 pips on the flip now. Got the rejection. Oh, I quite like that rejection, to be honest with you. It's just that fucking OB. it could be a cause of concern. So what we mean there is if price comes to tap there, which it pretty much has already, it could be a sign of rejection and also a sign of support to continue bullish. Obviously, we just flipped now, though. The 3-minute time frame is rejecting the highs, which is good. In terms of where you'd want the stops, yeah, 23 pips. It's kind of big. OB doesn't matter if there's volume there. Yeah, that's true. Where the fuck's my phone? Oh, there, it's charging. That is true. So if you got in on the break of the low here, your stop loss would be 24 pips. TP down to the lows would be like 23. Interesting. Coming back down at the 4-hour flip. Are you in, Max? No, I've just left it. OB's pissing me off. I was maybe thinking the reflip there. 22 pips stop, and then you could get maybe there like 9-10 pips break even, but I kind of missed it with the signals and stuff. Yeah, signals recently for me have been really hard to just get in my own fucking trades and writing them. Not gonna lie, it's kind of getting painful. Let's take a look here. Got a 50-minute retest of gold, 10 pips stop, closed 50%. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this Goldie actually now closing above the trend line. It's actually not too bad, eh? Not too bad, eh? Yeah, I'm not taking that GJ just because of the OBs there. But in terms of gold, obviously we do have the little resistance there. But if we get the strong closure and a retest, the zone above is actually 28 pips, which isn't too bad. Which isn't too bad. Broke the highs, no bottom wick. So looking like GJ might continue, but it's been a little bit slow. How much would you be on the break of that low there? Some people will be in 5 pips or so. Now it actually has mitigated that level now, so. How did you close half of a 0.01 lot? Yes, Tom. I just spilled boiling water on my foot. Oh my god. So in terms of the 5-minute trendline rules, what do we like? Well, we like price closing above resistance. We haven't, which is a bit unfortunate. Also, if you look at the higher time frames as well, like the hourly didn't close above, and we are hourly res, so it's and also the direction is kind of wrong. So that's what's kind of putting me off the 5-minute trend line here. But we could maybe paper it, but for me, it's one that I would leave because we're right at the reses. The zone isn't that clean. But like Goldie's messing around. So GJ's messing around. Yeah, might have to wait a little bit longer. I think as long as we hold this level, I think the buys may happen later on. Just gotta wait a little bit. It's only 8 o'clock though, still got like an hour, which is good.
Gold close above the trend line.
Yeah, closed above, but there's just resistance right here.
Yeah.
Which you've tapped into, which could be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Let's just what's it called? Paper trade or go through the OB. That would be there. So how much would the stops be? Would it be make, yeah, so 20 pip stops. Already up around about 7 or so. Probably when that reflips, you just go break even there, like a 1 to half, and then see if you can push up. So very nice. My dog just stepped on a pea. Let's take a look at EJ now. Yeah. See what I mean? It's happened quite a lot recently. The 8 o'clock candles have been fucking shit. Like right at the open, but just before there's been nice pushes. Let's see, let's see. Obviously this is a fake out. Still a resistance there, so a closure back above would be decent. Same thing for EJ, and EJ would be beautiful above 144. Come on, boy. But yeah, nothing really tickling my pickle right now. I think the only thing that you could have done is maybe the this closure below if you wanted to be a bit more aggressive. Top wick, potentially getting the top wick there, stop loss above there. That could have been nice, but I wanted more of a confirmation with the 30 closing. That's what I waited for, and yeah, we already noted down quite hard. So yeah, definitely at that point, if you had this OB on there, so it's the candle before the break, a structure there. At this point there, you definitely go break even. It shouldn't come and really mitigate that area and should continue bullish here. Goldie closing in 30 seconds time, and the other one's just chilling, so not bad, not bad. Up like 15, 16 pips, so you probably got a 1-to-1 there. Not too bad. There's another one that we can add to the journal. I'll add to the little journal that I've got. Another OB1. See if this gold can continue. Yeah, that 30-minute and 50-minute area could be a little bit of a shame. Also, it's just down to real price action here as well. If you look in the hourly and the 30, we are still very, very bearish, which could be a little bit of an issue. Hey Max, can you show us the OB journal? Yes, I'm actually going to make a whole video on YouTube about it, and then I'll show you there, my man. So when I move into the new gaff, I'll do a little video on it. Tom, it's not close to half of 0.01. So there we go, looking like goalie's rejecting, but that makes sense, right? We tapped into 30-minute rest and support there. So just gotta wait 5 more minutes or so for the next candles. Probably gonna be the half-an-hour closure though, I think, in both these trades if you want to get up. But right now there's nothing really here. There's a retest at my work now. Ooh. Obviously, what you're gonna do to manage risk on this is if it just closes below, then you take your trade off. But if it closes below like there, you only lose like 1 pip, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Or whatever, and we're talking about why I understand because I'm always so positive. And I say, no, I'm different gradations.
Andrew Tate in a building. I'm gonna make another coffee in a second, but let's take a look at the. So yeah, so that's a really, really good thing, right? Even if you don't trade someone's setup, so for example, order blocks, right? What you can do is you can sometimes use them in your trades, even if you don't, like, you know. I feel there's some negative stuff about like people, you know, looking at other people's strategies and going, oh, that's shit. But you can actually take pieces from other people's strategies and, you know, make it a bit better for yours. For example, right? if I was, if I didn't really look at other people's or really take into account, just think that my strategy is the best strategy, I might have taken that sell there. Stop loss above maybe there, or maybe the current candle high, which would have got hit out. Let's just say it was there, so big stops to continue back down to the lows. Obviously, you would have got into a little bit of profit, but yeah, maybe 8 might have maybe gone break even. But imagine, let's see that went to like 6 pips and you held full stops, and then you start to take some serious drawdown just because that you didn't really want to take into account this order block, which you don't need to take trades off it. It's just that you need to know that people, their whole strategy is based off this candle formation and this structure to take a buy. Their whole strategy is based on it. And overall, if you just look at it on Sims, it does react off it quite a lot of times if you find a good one. And what I also found was that the ones that work the best and the ones that really actually work is when it's with the direction. So can you see here we're stepping up? Realistically, this next candle is that makes the high. It needs to make a low, but not break the low of the previous. So that's why it comes like there and then continues. So as long as it has that kind of structure, you're normally pretty good. But it's just a great way to have maybe a little bit of caution in certain areas. And also you have targets, right? So we talked about one on gold, didn't we? Talked about one on gold, yeah. So when we break these lows later on, 1766, right? My targets are going to be down here. Down right around these levels, 1754, because of the fact that I know there's an order block coming up at 1751 there, which price can react off pretty hard. So it's just putting things into the puzzle over here. So yeah, nothing really tickling my pickle right now. This 50 minutes is going to close in 40 seconds time. So you just got to wait for another candle to close. Yeah, it's a chill, relaxing game. But as long as you've got like a squad to do it with, or you got your COD to play on, it's very, very easy. Just wait for the next candle closure. Take your one trade in the day and then have a blessed day. That's all you got to do. Right, it'll be 2 minutes just to make another coffee. coffee do its thing. What happened to Max? Was he finally taken by aliens from a Starship Enterprise chair? GU, ooh, close full at 7. I meant to close 75%. Oh, nice. Very good, very good. Looking like Goldie's still holding here, but I'd probably go break even there now, so it probably would hit break even anyway. Because look, the candles haven't closed below the trend line. It's still reasonable, but when it came back to retest that high, my god, I'd be break even 100%. Let's take a look at your GU trade. Very, very nice. Flip of the candle on the, what time frame is that? Anyway, good stuff. Back to the high. Very nice, very nice. Back to the high. Easy, easy work. Yeah, looking like maybe you just slowed down a little bit. So yeah, the volume just came in like 750. Odd. Are you in gold? Nope. I didn't take this trend line because the resistance is right there, and that's one of my rules. If that wasn't there, then yeah, I'd be in this. There's also hourly res as well here, so yeah, there's a lot of things for me to not take that trade. Yeah, I just gotta wait for the below 1766 or above 1778. Pretty simple for today on gold, to be honest. Pretty simple. And GJ and EJ, yeah, they're just playing. They're just vibing. But I think in terms of trades taken this morning that you could have taken, I think that 15-minute closure you may have wanted to have if you wanted to be a bit more aggressive. And maybe the re-break of the lows there, you would have got a nice little push, I think. Like that. I think that would have been realistic. Because it came down a little bit, then retraced back up, and then started to break it. I think that the next break would have been fine. Because it's rejecting res. Anywhere else, though? This is like a little bit of an M, but no real... Yeah, I've retested, actually. In terms of gold this morning, you could have taken the 5-minute trend line. You would have got, stop loss would have been 12 pips, and you might have squeezed 10. Might have squeezed 10 in. Full break even, you might have been alright there. But apart from that, I don't think there's been any. And EJ, maybe the 50-minute flip here. Stop loss was 12 pips, would have gained 12. But there's an OB, so I wasn't going to touch that one. So there's been maybe one aggressive entry there on gold if you fancied it. When the 15 closed bearish back below Asian highs. Top wick flip. That I think was the only one really. But it's just an aggressive entry. Look at GJ coming down again. Look at the 5-minute pushing down. Trying to think of how you can get into these GJ cells. The bloody OB boy. I just opened up Warzone. Warzone time. Warzone time. I'm going to be moving more stuff today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be there. Maybe even tonight if I can be asked. But there's just a lot of stuff to move. That's the only issue. Also, what the fuck is Kanye doing right now? The guy is fucked up. No wonder fucking Kim wanted to dump his ass. Jesus Christ, he's fucking mental. Right, let's go get my coffee. He's having a mental breakdown. Yeah. Bless him. What did he do, bro? He's just saying that he likes Hitler and shit. He's just not thinking logically. He's thinking like he's talking about how the Jews have like fucked him over. Well, it's fair enough, but it's probably not the religion that's the issue. It's probably just the guy. You know what I mean? It's like having an argument with someone, but they're Hindi. It's like, well, maybe it's just the person, maybe not the whole religion and everyone else. It's just thinking like a fucking retard. And like that's when you know he's a bit fucked up, because like when he was doing the thing with Piers Morgan, his replies back just didn't make any sense. He's also very money oriented, which is also a big fucking turn off. He's like to Piers Morgan, I make more money than you, so maybe you should listen. Okay. It's a great sign to show. Does more money mean you're correct? Morally correct? I don't think so. There's a lot of rich cunts. So yeah, Goldie coming down here. The nice. I'm looking at GJ's potentially, but as I said, I'm just leaving that zone. Gold onion on 30, I guess. Yeah, resistance forming. I think that'd be quite nice. Indeed. The zone below is a little bit choppy, but on the 30 is fine. Yeah, 30 is fine. How much would stop speed right now? 20 pips. Yeah, could be nice. Finally, GJ nutting down. Let's see. Man makes the money, money doesn't make the man. And he's doing it on TV with his like kids watching and shit. Like, what the fuck? Nasty. Nasty. Are you funded by a prop firm, bro? No. My own funds, my man. I was, though, for 9 months. And then I just moved all the money from there into my account. Finally, GJ nutting. Yeah, so broken the previous low. 5-minute time frame coming down. Good stuff. Resistance forming. Nice. To maybe come back down to the lows. Target would be 851. For people in. You can't make money unless you're the top Federal Reserve top G. Top G. People hold this drawdown for a little while. I think it could be quite nice now. If you got in on that flip and you've just been holding the whole time, then I'd go break even now, and hopefully this will break this low, continue to 860. Then I think you should be good. Good thing in this month so far, been no break evens. Last month was a pain in the ass for break even. 14 break evens, all going 8 pips in profit. My lord, god dang. Andrea, have you found any entries maybe on Goldie here for the retest? I'm trying to see on the 15. I'd want it to maybe retrace to. Can't sign. Maybe there. Yeah, it's quite hard. Quite hard, eh? 4 hours reflipped. Hourly's rejected previous resistance, so yeah, I think back down to the lows would be great. And that zone's like 30-40 pips. Strong candle too. So minute left for this closure. Close now, boy. Close it now. Okay, this is gonna be pretty engulfing candle too. Obviously, the zone isn't really the nicest in terms of where you'd want to take the 515, but we've got some good volume, and it is resistance forming. $28 pip stop. Fuck me, it's quite big. And where would I want to target? Probably the support there. Only 12 pips. Yeah, it's making the zone quite small. Always got to remember that. You got to look at the zone, right? If the zone you're wanting to target is smaller than your stops, then it's probably not a good advantageous thing to do, right? It needs to be a bigger zone. Would you take the trend line GD into consideration, or is it irrelevant? I've never backtested trend line on GJ, my man, so for me it's nothing. For me it is nothing. For me it is nothing. Oh my god, I watched one of the interrogation videos. Where was it? This one was good, man. This fucking dude's like he's like an insurance fraud, but my god, he did it like 4 times and they never caught him until now. It's like, what? How the fuck did this guy do it? Yeah, this one here.
My kids, I threw Levi out of the house by
Like this motherfucking dude, 30 years. And he never got caught until now. How did he think he was gonna get away with that shit? He killed his son for insurance payout. Like, what the fuck? And like when you watch the interview, like he's just such a psycho. Like that because he lost his wife because he killed his wife as well, in a fire that he set. But the guy was like, "Oh, you've had quite a horrible life, haven't you?" And he goes, "Yeah, I lost my belongings, I lost my clothes in the fire." And it's like, "No, your fucking dead wife, you fucking idiot, and your dead son." Fucking, how do you want to make it more obvious that you did it? Like, Jesus Christ. So nice, looking like it's coming down. 26 pip stops, obviously down to that level. You could go break even to see if it can push further. Still look at the 5 minute. Yeah, the zone isn't the nicest in terms of this area, but you could have got maybe a little push there. Scare out people from there, if I know. Like, imagine that. I just don't get it. There's people fucked in the head. And one, he burned down his horses and shit. It's like, what? Yeah, GJ pushing down the support. Good stuff, good stuff. 4 hours bearish. Obviously, the 4 hour retest there is there as well. Did it actually do that before? Yeah, it did. So nice. I wouldn't even kill my dog for $1 million. Yeah. I wouldn't kill my dog for $1 billion, boy. So good stuff, right? Back down to supports now. Obviously, the zone to the left in EJ is a little bit rangy. But yeah, good stuff. I mean, second entries maybe in that 50-minute closure there. How much was stops again? 22 pips with an OB there. But good rejection. For me, there's just nothing I want to look for. And that Goldie was nice, but I'm not taking a gold trade, especially with the fact that you've got into 10 pips profit and your stop was 25. That is some shit risk to reward. You'd probably hit break even anyway. No top wicks or anything. My days, yeah. Yup. So, look at the M formation on GJ as well. Little M retest would be nice later on. Yeah, Goldie looking like it's just consolidating here. Are you in the family with Andrew Tate? Oh, that closure there at 2 AM was nice. Is that what Wix maybe took? 50-minute closure above, retest entry, and the resistance just broke out of. That was a fucking banger trade. Clean candles to the left. Yeah, that would have been gorgeous. 2 AM. 40 pip nut. That was bliss. What are your thoughts on Andrew Tate? Yeah, he's decent. I think some of his stuff about women's a bit nasty, but whatever. I get where he's coming from, but it's not really fair. But the other stuff's good, you know, a very clever lad. Makes sense. You know, I can see why people like him. There we go, Goldie back up. So yeah, you would have probably hit break even there, especially with a 23 pip stop, getting in 10 pips profit. I mean, it's nothing. Just to show you how much you'd get there. So stop loss is 24. Let's see, you closed 80% at 10, and then leave the rest. And you got 0 there because you just came back. So you would have got 8. So 0.47. You know what I mean? It's just not even fucking worth it. That's risking 1.4 as well. So if it's 1%, you know, you're making nothing really. Now it's interesting with GJ now because we're coming back in this area, which is rather hard to view in terms of just your eyes. But if this 4-hour close is bearish, then you do suggest that we're probably going to fill this zone, right? So let's just see how this 4-hour closes in an hour's time. For me today, I've not really missed anything. I'm not, in terms of my rules, there's been no real closure apart from maybe this 30-minute time frame here with the top wick. But obviously the OB below it was the one reason why I left it. And I would have got a break even there anyway, because same thing again, would have got it on the flip. Stop loss was 22 pips. Would have got to 12 pips profit, 10 pips profit, stop loss to break even, and then hit break even. So I would have got break even anyway. The bullish trend will reverse on GJ. It's facing a bearish trend on the 4-hour. Yeah. Well, it's holding a trend line upright, so makes sense. That OB didn't work. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. The first tap, it ran from stop loss was 17 pips, ran 17 pips, then it broke it. So it did go through it in the end, but it did work at the start, which is what you'd have used it for, right? When it retaps an OB, you know, I don't touch that shit. You only take one setup order to be close your back in the zone. So something like this. Yeah, something like this. Obviously with no fucking OB there. That would be nice. Because you're closing back below the resistance, rejecting the highs with a strong engulfing candle, top wick, break the lows. Obviously this one wasn't as clean as you'd like because it didn't break the low straight away. It broke the low straight away, sorry. Didn't make the top wick up and then tapped the OB, came back up and then. So I think the one thing that you could have done maybe there is look maybe at the 5-minute time frame and look, go right. Let's see this right. We reacted off it. Then maybe this closure there would be quite nice. Back below now. Finding the resistance, closure below to then fill that zone. So 967, which was that closure here. Yeah, not bad. Stop loss of 21. It's not bad. It's bearish for me, so OBs are road bumps, yeah. So if this 4 hour closes below the 4 hour support, as I said, that's gonna be nice in an hour's time or so. Hour and 20 minutes. That'd be beautiful. $30-minute engulfed from the trend line where I took a short trade in GJ. Ooh. Went nicely for you. Yeah, I think the entry there would have been nice. 969. Below the 4 hour flip as well. Just a top wick and that would have been fucking in that, but nope. I saw that move in GJ and didn't take any impulse trades. I'm improving my psychology. There you go, right? I always say this, man. Don't look at what other people are doing. You know, other streamers are doing or whatever. I think Abe took that gold sell there. Great. 10 pips with a 25 pip stop. What you got to do is stop getting worked up at what other people are doing and focus on yourself, because what really matters is at the end your percentage gain, right? No one cares about the trades in the month, but you know, in terms of taking the trades, don't worry about it. Look at that steak. Hourly time frame ripped. Fucking OB. How long did it take you to become profitable? I'd say a full year. Full year of going to Roger stream every fucking day. I only look at what others are doing when it comes to women removing their clothes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can we take and trade GJ? No, I mean if you're wanting to take a trade in GJ now, you've missed this area, right? And if it wasn't in your books to get a trade there, for me here, this was a nice closure because it rejected the OB. A nice top wick and a flip would have been nice, and I didn't give me it. So 21 pip stop for like an 18 pip gain is reasonable. It's not too bad, so that one would have been nice. If it just gave me a second to fucking put my sell stop there and write a signal. Goldie coming back up. Oh my god. It's coming for round 2. Hourly's reflipped. But clearly, you know, it's in this range. I do think though above 1778 would be nice. Below 1766 later. Roger's trade reviews of 2020 are gold. Yeah. Yeah, his gold trade yesterday was nice, eh? All the way up here or some shit. Which is nice. Max, when are you going to start streaming in the new crib? Maybe tomorrow or maybe the next day. Depends how much I get moved today. Yeah, it depends how much. That was like a little M as well, but no retest again. Retests have been short really, this whole level. Only one that I can see there is the one that I think Bri took up here, this little M, but it's very, very small, this M. But still one there, that little wick there tapped it. Gold 5-minute trend line. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. There's one up here. Oh, there's one up here as well, yeah. And that one actually would be closing above as well. I like. And that'll be back above with the 50-minute time frame closing as well. Would we get the retest entry? Yeah, I like that one. Gotta close above this though. Close above. It didn't close the strongest above. So what I really wanted here is this candle to close like this. Next candle, low wick. Might have done it on the 3-minute there. Take a look at the 3-minute. Nope. It did not. Yeah, I like the 15, eh? How much would your stops be in the 15? Oh, quite big. You could put on maybe the flip though. No retest for this one. It's fucking 0 retests. I suppose it did hit the body, but yeah. It's a shame it didn't really close above though, man, and that's one of my rules. But it does look good to continue. To fill that zone up at least. Look how the hourly looks. The hourly looks good as well. So yeah, there's quite a lot more confidence, I suppose, than just a 5-minute trend line, right? It's a 50-minute closure above, 50-minute retest. Might have to go for it and using 5-minute stops. Let's take a look at the 30. Yeah, there is. That's it's a hard zone, eh? It's a hard zone. On my fake out, I got doji shorts for sales and retest. Confirmation. Very nice. Got a rejection up there. Look at them rejection wicks, man. Ugh, nasty. He's still coming down. Yeah, after rejecting the highs again. Watch the 3. Pushing down. Oh, here's the flip. Oh! What a flip. What a flip. Let's take a look at my chart. MetaTrader. What the fuck is it? What I could do is look at the lower time frames, right? Fuck it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Right. So I like how we did that. I've got into a trade over here. 1772.6 I got in there. Stop loss is below. To continue up to the highs. I like the rejection now from the downside. It's also in confluence with the 50-minute retest, 30-minute push, and the hourly. Yes, maybe a bit of a shocking zone. But in terms of the volume and the strong candles, I think we'll be able to push pretty nicely from it. So we shall see. Let me just get that off here. Let's take a look how the hourly's going to close as well. Yeah. The good thing is you can manage really easily here too as well if you continue down. So that's good. Let me just take a look here. Here's my GJ thing. Close GJ shorts way too early, man. Feel like throwing up now, bloody hell. I always say leave a little bit on, man. So I'm gonna a little bit lower. I'll go in there. Let's look at the 5. I always say just leave a little bit on because it also stops FOMO too. It stops the FOMO. I took the flip. Yeah, nice. Do, do, do. $77.7, very nice. The volume dies again now. Volume never sleeps. It's also like a W in the hourly as well. A little bit late. All good, all good. Close GG. Yeah. Let's take a look here. Do 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 do. Where is the love? Come on, get pushing, boy. 1774 would be bloody gorgeous. Minute break of the highs, hourly break of the highs. Looking good. Yeah, me too. Oh my god, my fucking things are cold. So, I mean, if we do come back to my entry, I think I'm gonna probably close, to be honest with you. Because of the fact I don't want to take the drawdown at this new hourly candle. So I've gone break even, see if it holds in. If it doesn't, that's fine. I'm not really too bothered. it's broken the high, so we should theoretically continue here. Trend lines unshaved, no one should use them. Well, tell that to my back testing. Why taking this consolidating? Well, because we've got the rejection from the downside again, and actually in terms of the 50 minutes, it's not just a 5-minute trend line. It's a 50-minute closure above, 50-minute retest, 30-minute also. So yeah. So coming down over here, see if we can stay in. I'm still in with the skin of my teeth, but not too close. Still just about in, but 5-minute. Look at the 5 minutes closing. Bearish. If you guys got break even, all good, but I'm still in by the skin of my teeth. Your mama's so fat that bitch died. Do you know what I miss on here? I miss Grant. Grant was fucking hilarious. Grant was a G. And there we go, stop loss to break even hit over here. So there we go, nice, broke the previous high, looking good, but in terms of volume just wasn't there, right? So, break even. In terms of stop, those stops are pretty good, all that kind of stuff. So let me just move this here. Gold break even. I do think this will pop up, but it's you know, look at the rejection, man. It's not nice. Let's just get rid of this. And there we go. I think that might be the last London trade. Let's see if this can continue. It still obviously hasn't closed below, so it's still reasonable, but if it does, obviously coming towards the hourly closure too, so hourly would have to close above this res. Long at the highest, gold will go back to trigger the break even. For me, break the trend line. Have you got another trend line from here? This one here. Yeah, that's the second one. A little bit higher up. A bit too close to this res though, which is why I didn't really use it. If there's a fair value gap, it may go low to tap on top of it. Yeah, it's got a little gap there, I suppose. Obviously, the new hourly as well has to make the lower wick. This is the reason why I wanted to go break even before the hourly started. Because if the hourly starts and makes a lower wick, then the drawdown ain't going to be fun. And always, like I always say, you know, the best trade is a trade with zero drawdown. And that was pretty much that, so gotta remember that. Okay, breaking the highs now. Let's see if this can continue. Looking like it's getting there. 5 minute break the highs. Push! I think you should have held on to it. Right. I think what you always need to remember is every single time a trader takes a break even and it runs after, every single person is always going to go, I think you should have held it. Well, no shit, Sherlock, because it worked. But overall, if you do it 1,000 times, you know it's probably the best to close it. You need to remember this, right? Trading is not about what's happening now. It's what happens again and again and again and again and again and again. If I held that, look at the rejection. I'm not fucking holding that trade. Also, the hourly making the lower wick. So, you've got to remember, it's over a data sample, and I'm not holding that trade on after I went up, you know, pretty decent amount, like 7-8 pips. You need balls to hold. You need balls to hold. EJ backed out the support too. Very, very nice. So definitely be break even there. Should be good now. It's a shame it just tapped me out a little bit, but anyway, it's all good. Wait, I didn't put myself to break even. Now securing 10 pips. Loud legendary coffee. Nice, nice. Well, what if people are holding on? But just remember, as I always say, it's not about what's happening right now. It's what's happening in your data sample of 1,000 things. For me here, I'd put break even every single time there. So that's with my rules, and that's what I'm sticking with. Try not to think of what's happening on your screen right now, because it doesn't matter, right? If you take a 70% win rate trade, it's going to lose 3 of the 10 times. So you need to remember that. If you take a 30% trade win rate with a 1-to-1, it's a very, very shit trade, you need to remember it still wins 3 times out of 10. So if it wins 3 times out of 10, you may have got this winning trade and go, oh, wicked, I made some money. But if you do that 100 times, you're going to lose 70 times. So you've got to remember, backtesting is everything. Doing it just live like this is just looking at one data sample. Yeah? So there we go, TP1 would have hit there, pretty much 1774. Very nice. So 9 o'clock, obviously GGA was an absolute stinker today. Beautiful, beautiful, clean candles. In terms of an entry, it was just a little bit hard because of that OB. But as a 30-minute close, it's a 30-minute fake out. It's an Asian soup. So well done for people that did get in maybe a little bit aggressively on the 5 minutes. That would have been played out beautifully. So well done for that. Let me just take a look. Yeah. What time does your MY stream start? Starts at 12 o'clock every day. 12 o'clock every day, yeah. Every single day. So obviously the 30-minute, the hourly stuff closed. They closed bullish above as well, which is good, but you know, after a push like that, you never hold drawdown, okay? Drawdown is not your friend. Recently, I've been actually holding a lot of drawdown, which is kind of annoying, but for the most part, if you get in a trade with with loads of volume, you shouldn't really get too much drawdown. And if it does come back to your entry, you just close. So later on, yeah, probably going to wait for GJ here to retrace back to the M, which will probably happen. And then yeah, it's quite hard for sells because obviously the zones below are just so rangy, a little bit hard. But in terms of that, Goldie as well, as I said, sells below, buys for 1778. I think would be great. Maybe you could get buys for 1775 if you're lucky. But it is obviously 4-hour res, so you'd rather wait for it to above. So yeah, let's take a look here as well. So yeah, moving on, right? Took a break even there, so still, you know, down for the month at the start, but it's only, you know, the first couple days of the month. Last month was 9%, month before was 17, month before that was 8, month before that was 8, month before that was 8, month before that was 11. So pretty simple. The percentage gains will come. You just gotta keep with your strategy, keep with your managing, keep with your, you know, break evens when things happen like that, and don't get too worked up on stuff like that. You know, if you took a break even, then oh man, I pushed the TP. Really need to get out of that habit, man. The charts don't owe you shit. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Make sure to like the stream before you leave. And yeah, hopefully a new gaff where we do some new content. I might do some sims as well, guys. Some simulation sessions on YouTube as well. We'll do some there. But yeah, thank you very much for coming on, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace out. Adios, amigos.
Peace. Thank you, Max. Bye-bye.
See you later, guys. Peace out, man. Adios.